And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. I know the lighting is all kind of messed up here. I'm in a hotel. So there's going to be like an echo sound going on. I'm not in the Crypto Hulk crib. So took yesterday off and wanted to get the show put out because we got some great news. Of course, it probably won't affect the price of any of these cryptos, but the stock market, the SEC and the Cftc, they just gave crypto like a green light. And you'll see crypto prices dump. Makes no sense at all. But there is right now, 3.4 trillion crypto. It's never been higher. Crypto's going to hit 4 trillion. And guess what? Prices are still going to be low and dumping. Like all these dark pools, they are buying stuff that we don't know and selling stuff we don't know, and that's okay. Cheap prices of crypto make it great for us. We can buy volatility. That's what we love on this freaking channel. Let's take a look who showed up. By Jove, we got Chini Lee, AJ Singh, Love Crystal Gazing, Crypto Greek, Brian Edwards. That's 1, 2, 5 right there. Okay. Let's look here. I'm just checking the comments real quick. Then I'll get into a disclaimer. And then we're going to talk about the awesome news that just came out. And of course, it won't do anything for the price. That's how you know. This is how I know this system is rigged. When we get incredible, crazy crypto news over the past 3 months, and it's rigged. Let's see here. I'm going to type something in and see if I got a chat ability. Somebody type something in there down below. So I might have to click off and click back in again. Okay. It works. Chris Sharpie, disclaimer time. Hi, my name's Crypto Hulk. I don't know anything about crypto. I've just been fucking around for 5.5 years on this show called Crypto Hulk. I don't know anything about finances. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. You know what? For the past 5.5 years, I've stayed high 24/7. Heroin, cocaine, blow, smack, Chiva, shit, black tar, like whatever it is, I smoke it, inject it, eat it, keister it, like anything you can imagine. I breathe it. No Narcan needed. I'd be the worst person you'd ever take financial advice from. My goal is to financially destroy you. That's what I'm trying to do with this program here. I don't do any kind of a deep dive. I got a fucking toy. Zoltar and Chucky. I didn't bring Chucky on the little road trip today, so I won't have my supervisor here, but we'll be back in action. Maybe I'll put him into the show tomorrow. So let's get going on this right here. I want to show you something. This article right here. And of course, the prices won't go up. What almost happens, I think, is as people start getting these cryptos that bump up in price, somebody out there purposely is dumping it on the dark pool market or some shit. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense, because there's no fucking way. I've been in crypto this long. This XRP alone should be at a minimum of $100. Okay, they are artificially holding this. You've got all these banks and financial institutions. They're all partnered up with Ripple and using the XRP. Like, and you're telling me it's $2 and something? Come on, man. Come on. It's got to be at least $100, $500. Okay, something like that. Something. Okay. Here's the article here. Now, this is absolutely amazing news. The acting CFTC chair, her name is Caroline Pham, Pham. So she's currently running the Commodities Future Trading Commission. You know, not a big deal, the commodities. You got the SEC, where Gary Gensler used to be, and then we got CFTC. Listen to this news. If crypto across the board doesn't doesn't go up in value in the next 1 to 2 months, that's just straight up proof the system is totally rigged. The acting CFTC chair confirms there's a push to launch, here we go, leveraged and or spot crypto trading on regulated exchanges, everybody. The New York Stock Exchange. If this doesn't do it, then you know they're artificially holding this shit back, because there's no fucking way this cryptocurrency goes on the stock markets and shit and the price stays anywhere near where it's at right now. That's how you know they are artificially manipulating this shit, okay? Commodity Future Trading Commission acting chair, her name is Caroline Pham, confirmed. Caroline, not Carolyn. There's a big difference there, Crypto Hulk. Pay attention to detail there, buddy. Confirmed a report from CoinDesk that she is in talks with regulated exchanges to launch. Here we go. The lady who's running the CFTC is in talks for having spot crypto trading, including leveraged trading. She's talking with exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange to have spot crypto trading. I can't believe I'm reading this. And she's talking to the New York Stock Exchange, ICE, to have leveraged trading with crypto. And I'm like, what? Now, this doesn't cause a bump in crypto. This is so fucking fake what they're doing to us, okay? Just showing you. It's not going to launch right now. It's going to launch next month, we believe. The products could launch on designated contracts markets as soon as next month. It could, okay? I don't know. President Trump has nominated official Mike Selig, S-E-L-I-G is his last name, to replace Pham. But with the government shutdown, I think that just ended too. Oh, and the government shutdown just happened to end. Have you noticed that? Like, I know it's just a coincidence, all these things, right? Or is it? But you got the government shutdown. I'm looking at the TV. Now, maybe I'm reading something wrong. It's all the fucking drugs. That's it. But I'm seeing government shutdown over. And then all of a sudden now, this Caroline Pham announces, oh, we're just going to put crypto on the stock market. Not a big fucking deal. I know I partied kind of hard this weekend after I won that $3,000. But now Caroline Pham is expected to join MoonPay after being replaced. MoonPay is a massive Ripple partner, okay? That's just a coincidence. And the guy at the Federal Reserve, the number 2 guy in charge, he's an ex-Ripple executive. I'm sure that's just a coincidence as well. But think about this. Caroline Pham, acting chair of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, confirmed a report from CoinDesk that the agency is in direct talks with regulated exchanges. I hope you're hearing all this, because I've never heard of this kind of shit ever in crypto. This is what we always wanted. For me to be able to read this off, I can't believe I'm reading it. And of course, the prices won't budge. It's like almost nothing. Oh, not a big deal. Just going on the stock exchange. Crypto prices won't go up. Not a big deal. Pham confirmed the report in a post on X, writing, "True," in reference to the CoinDesk report published Sunday morning. Even as the federal government shutdown delays other crypto policy initiatives. According to the report, Pham has held talks with the CFTC. I just can't believe I'm reading this. The Commodities Future Trading Commission, regulated designated contract markets, the DCM's exchange. A list that includes giants like CME, this company called CME, they own different stock exchange type things. CBOE, Futures Exchange, and ICE, that's the Intercontinental Exchange. They just happen to own the New York Stock Exchange. That's not a big deal. So this woman is talking to these big shots and basically giving them permission to have the crypto. I can't believe I'm reading this. It's about fucking time. It'll still probably take us 3 years to be rich. Like Coinbase derivatives. Oh, man. When you start talking about derivatives, then we talked about XDC the other day. Oh, man, get that XDC right now at Caleb and Brown. Prediction Markets, Kalshi, Polymarket US, about launching. She's talking to all these exchange conglomerates, and she's telling them they can launch, I hope you're hearing this, spot crypto trading products involving margin, leverages, and financing. Oh my God. Whoa. This is very amazing. I've been waiting for this shit for 5.5 years. I've been waiting. Can we have something happen? As we continue to work with Congress on bringing legislative clarity, that's what we need. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. 2 things before we're even going to get rich: global crypto regulations and global tokenization of real world assets. The way that a crypto, there's a couple ways that a crypto has worth. Number one, what does it do? What does this crypto do? What function does this crypto do better than any other crypto on the planet? I'm not saying one crypto is better than any other. What I'm saying is, what does a particular, you could have 20 cryptos that are amazing, but each one has to do something different. Because we don't need 20 cryptos that do the same thing. You just pick one and then it works. But you need laws, crypto laws in the United States Code. This is what I've been telling you. That's why none of these government agencies can tax you on crypto. It doesn't exist legally. It has to be in the United States Code. IRS, they make rules. They don't make law. IRS doesn't give definitions. The courts don't give definitions on what courts interpret existing law. Get it? And I've been telling you this. No other crypto influencer. We've been talking about the United States Code. Anytime the government either stops you, like from right now until the past, that we could have crypto laws tomorrow, but anytime from right now and in the past, there's nothing in United States Code. 18 United States Code, section 242. That's where the government, if they try to tax you or stop you from using crypto, it's a violation of your civil rights. You can sue the government for that, okay? Under 18 of the United States Code, section 242, anytime any city, county, state, territory, United States, whatever it is, stops you from buying, selling, whatever kind of crypto, whatever it is, taxing, whatever it is, it's a violation of your civil rights. 18 United States Code, section 242. No other crypto influencer talks about that because they've never worked at the Department of Justice like Crypto Hulk, okay? Anyhow, then I worked for the Office of the Courts at a different government agency after that. So I have some experience in the court system, the law enforcement area, and on all these things, okay? I've had a pretty good career. The initiative that Miss Fam's talking about, the initiative marks, listen to this, this is good, a significant shift in how, especially Gary Gensler was calling all kinds of crypto just dumb shit, like a significant shift in how U.S. regulators are approaching crypto markets. Rather than, I love this lady, what she's doing, rather than waiting for congressional action, that'll take forever, rather than waiting for congressional action to grant the CFTC explicit authority over spot crypto markets, Caroline Pham, I love it. She's busting a fucking move. Carolyn Pham is leveraging existing provisions of the Commodities Exchange Act that require retail trading of commodities with leverage, margin, or financing to occur on regulated exchanges. She's just going to go ahead and do it. And she's like, fuck it, we ain't waiting. Leveraged spot crypto trading would allow investors to borrow funds. Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. Get a fucking loan, right? Get a fucking loan. What has Crypto Hulk been telling you? I've been telling you this shit for 5 fucking years. How did Crypto Hulk get his crypto when he first started? He took out a fucking loan for 2.5 months worth of pay. What do some of these dumb shit crypto influencers tell you? Oh, never take a loan to buy crypto. That's the dumbest fucking shit ever. How did I get my gold recently? I took out 3 months worth of pay. Hold on. 6 months. Like whatever I spent for the XRP, I spent probably about back then's money in 2020, May, March, it's more around May 2020 because the dollar's different. But back then, I spent 5 months worth of pay on gold, 2.5 months worth of pay on crypto, which was XRP. I took 2.5 months of whatever I made back in 2020 and bought XRP with 2.5 months. Then last year, I told you I'm going to go buy gold. So that was about 5 months worth of pay back in 2020. So twice as much. I took a loan and it took me 14 months to pay that shit off buying all that gold. What are they talking about here? Leveraged spot crypto trading. The government is going to allow people to borrow funds to amplify their positions. Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about, right? That's what people that want to be successful do, is you want to buy a crypto, like right now, get in it. Like right now, all this fucking shit is so fucking cheap. You get yourself a fucking loan and buy the fuck out of it. Because what's going to happen is all these little dollar cost averaging dumb shits are going to get priced out of crypto when this thing fucking takes off. It should take off going into the stock markets and shit. And it's going to blow right by you. And you're like, oh, man, now I'm priced out. Yeah, your stupid ass wasn't listening to Crypto Hulk. Get a fucking loan and buy all your crypto, okay? And then just make your monthly fucking payments, okay? If you know you're going to be making $100 a month payments, that's how much you can afford to buy crypto right now. Get a fucking $4,000 loan, buy the fuck out of the crypto, and still make your $100 a month payments to pay that shit off. Fuck, man. Use your fucking brain. If you know you got $150 a month allowance to go buy crypto, get a fucking huge ass loan and just simply pay your $150 a month. There you go. And you can buy all this shit when it's cheap right now. I'm telling you, because your little ass is going to get priced out in about 2-3 months from now. You'll see all this crypto's going on the stock market. Oh, it's going to go whoop like that, and you'll be priced out. And then we're going to hear, oh, man, look, they're talking about leveraging and using loans and shit. That's what I do. I think it's a great idea. I don't leverage, but I'll take a loan out for crypto. Abso-fucking-lutely will. Leveraged spot crypto trading, I don't leverage, but would allow investors to borrow funds to amplify their positions in digital assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, potentially multiplying both gains and losses. In these products, traders typically put up a portion of the total trade value as collateral, known as a margin, while the exchange or broker provides financing for the remainder. So it allows somebody to get $5,000 worth of Bitcoin and only spend $1,000 of their own money. While such products have been widely available on offshore crypto exchanges for years, offering them on the CFTC regular. Do you realize what's going on? Oh my God. This is going to come. I'm telling you, if people are out there getting loans for if they leverage 5x, that means you put down $1,000 and they allow you to buy $5,000. Holy shit. You realize what's going to happen is some people are going to short. Look, I'm not getting into those. I just buy shit and I don't even care like what happens to it. I'm waiting till the end. So if I go out there, I'm getting a loan. I don't do the leverage shit because they want to call it. And if you don't have the money, just get a fucking loan, buy this shit at Caleb Brown, and just wait. But these little fuckers out here are going to go on the stock market and I don't gamble my crypto. Heck no. While such products are available offshore, this is the first time it's going to happen in the United States. Crypto trading in the U.S. market for the first time. I'm just letting you know it's happening. Though the CFTC, Commodity Future Trading Commission, typically has 5 commissioners, usually representing different political affiliations. FAM is currently the sole commissioner. Oh my God. With the other seats vacant, giving her increased authority to steer. Oh, that is awesome. She's running the fucking show. There's nobody else there. She can do whatever she wants. Usually if there was a Democrat there, no, we can't do that with crypto. We got to have everybody broke and poor like Gary Gensler did. FAM is moving forward despite the government shutdown. I like this when people just fucking bust moves. She has no bosses. She's like running the shit by herself. Fucking love it. FAM is moving forward despite the government shutdown delay of the expected. Man, if it was me, I'm working for free. Government shutdown and I'm in charge of all this crypto shit. My ass will work for free. I don't even care. You don't even have to pay me back. I'm going to pass all these crypto policies and do a heck of crypto shit over 3 weeks or however long it's been shut down. Trust and believe these motherfuckers are going to be out and I'm working and I'm doing shit. Okay. I will have all of us hooked up rich with all this crypto policies and shit. Man, I will personally go to the SEC and I'll go over there and open up offices and shit. Like I'm like that too. I'll do it. Selig was selected by Trump before I became a patrol deputy. I put myself through a police academy and then I worked for free 1 day a week for 2 years. I don't have a problem working for free. I'll fucking do it. I've done it before. That's how I am. Selig was selected by Trump after the president's previous nominee. Brian Quintens was dropped from consideration. According to the CoinDesk report, FAM is expected to join global crypto payments firm MoonPay as chief legal officer. Oh man, that's cool. They're massive Ripple partners. Okay, I'm going to end. Okay, here's what it says at the end of this article. The joint statement from the SEC and the CFTC today gives major U.S. exchanges, listen to this, the green light, oh my God, to offer spot trading on leading digital assets. Oh, fuck. No way. This opens the door for even more mainstream adoption, granting direct access to these commodity assets at venues where trillions of dollars already reside. Oh, this is amazing. Truly amazing. Let me go to the comments here and what we got there. Caleb Kaufman. Caleb, contact me at CryptoHulk19. There you go. Contact me because you paid the other the other money in the last show. Yeah, Danny Garcia is like, the lady has some balls. Yeah, she's just not. We're sick of waiting around because all the Gary Gensler shit for 4 fucking years. Everybody's sick and tired of shit, man. So just fucking do it. Let's get it done and quit fucking around. Let's see. Yeah, Daniel Garcia is like, there's no way HBAR, XDC, XRP, and the rest of these ISO tokens are staying at this low prices. There's no fucking way. So it's like a basketball that you push under the water, and it's like, that's what they're doing. Because there's no way, with all of the crypto adoption that's going on, there's no way this shit's this fucking cheap. So all right, let's go. I was just checking comments here real quick. Okay. Next article. Oh, see, here's another example. This is I want to show you something right here. Now, how much do you think the company Ripple is worth? Last time I heard, it was like $5 billion with a B. Listen to this. Ripple is valued right now at $40 billion. Oh my God. Amid growing stablecoin popularity. This is coming from Payments. PYMNTS. Okay. One of my most reputable places I go to for news. Digital asset infrastructure provider Ripple said it is now a $40 billion company. The firm announced the new valuation Wednesday following a $500 million strategic investment from funds managed by Fortress Investment Group. Whoa. The investment reflects Ripple's incredible momentum and further validation of the market opportunity we're aggressively pursuing by some of the most trusted financial institutions in the world, Brad Garlinghouse said. We started in 2012 with one use case, payments, and we have expanded that into custody, stablecoins, prime brokerage, corporate treasury, lending, and leveraging digital assets like XRP. Today, Ripple stands as the partner for institutions. Now, how is this possible that this Ripple company, like, look, it's worth $40 billion, and they're not even counting the XRPs that are in escrow? Fucker. The release noted that the investment comes amid a record year of growth for Ripple, which earlier this year acquired stablecoin infrastructure company called Rail, RAIL, adding capabilities to Ripple payments as a full-service cross-border payment using Ripple Labs US dollar. Ripple Labs, the company said, crossed $1 billion market cap this week, coming less than a year after its launch. So the stablecoin Ripple Labs, RLUSD, is now $1 billion market cap. Ripple took over a company called Hidden Road, and now Ripple has something called Ripple Prime. Then they have a treasury. They took over GT Treasury. Amazing. And the crypto is still at like $2.40. This is the most heavily shadow banned. I'm telling you what, man, this whole thing is fake, and we can see it. This XRP's got to be $100, $200, $300, $400 right now. There's no way it's $2.40. That's so fucking fake. That's that article right there. Let me check comments here. Everyone, if you don't have membership, please get one. Support Crypto Hulk. You guys are getting the best deep dive information to help you make financial decisions. And when you're a member of the Crypto Hulk $500 club, then you get texts, good texts to make lots of money. Look, I'll send out these texts. You got to be the one to do something about it. Some of these people are like, they're not answering they're not looking at the text thing, and that's why you're missing out on all these opportunities. I'm making it. You got to check your phone. Okay, let's go with XRP Ledger reveals major smart contract milestones. Here we go now. Let's take a look at this one here. Copy and paste. 95 American Muscle. Thanks for the hard work, Hulk. Still holding strong. 5.5 years. Yep, doing this. XRP Ledger reveals major smart contract milestone. This is November 8th article. According to Dennis Angel, a software engineer at XRP Labs, and Zhao Xahua, the XRP Ledger smart contracts feature is now available for developers to explore and test on what they're calling AlphaNet. See what I mean? It's a dedicated development network. Here is his thing. The XRP Ledger smart contract feature is now available for developers to explore and test on AlphaNet. Hold on a minute. So the Ledger smart contracts is now available on this AlphaNet. The groundbreaking implementation brings native layer 1 smart contract capabilities to the XRP Ledger, combining the familiar design. Let's scroll down through. The milestone, the first of its kind. This is why this is a big deal. The milestone, the first of its kind, introduces native layer 1 smart contract capabilities to the XRP Ledger, merging Ethereum virtual machine style contracts with the XRPL's native features and transactions. Just like other chains, smart contracts will allow developers to build decentralized apps on the XRP Ledger. Remember, we've been talking about the Cosmo SDK, and that was what Ripple is integrated into. This is all the stuff we've been talking about on my program. The first extension, and you know what? I'm going to tell you what I think we got going on here with this smart contract stuff. This is Codius right here. Now, think of Codius. When I'm interoperability, what is Codius? Smart oracles. What are they talking about here? Smart contracts. This is Codius right here. They're rolling it out. It's called the first extension right here. They're not completely rolling it out. This is just the first part, okay? I want you to think of Codius. So now they're talking about smart escrows, smart contracts, smart escrows. What about a smart oracle? That's Codius right there. I told you guys about that years ago. These other channels, not even talking about it, man. Oh, Codius is dead. They're saying Codius is dead. I'm like, wow. The first extension, Smart Escrows, which will allow developers to write custom release conditions to unlock an escrow, is targeted for the first quarter in 2026. They're rolling out, I really feel they're rolling out Codius in pieces. An upgraded Codius, modernized with AI and shit. Oh yeah, that's what it is. XRP Ledger smart contracts marks a new shift. Oh, for programmability on the ledger using Codius. Unlike traditional approaches, the new XRP Ledger smart contracts do not require any UNL approval and allow direct access to all XRP Ledger features and primitives. These are new smart contracts, right? Okay, let you know this is Codius. The new smart contracts will also allow efficient execution with support for multiple programming languages. Oh shit, Crypto Hawk, you were right. You were fucking right. You know what Codius is? It's sandbox code that's called native client that Google took over and bought it. Okay, Google is a part of Ripple. Okay. And just like when we read the Codius, it took me, if I really was going to explain Codius, it's a 45-minute show. And what Codius is, it's sandbox code that can be interoperable with any of the programming languages. That's what they're doing right here. The smart contracts will also allow efficient execution with support for multiple programming languages. Here, that is it right there, folks. On-chain ABIs, human readable interface definitions stored directly on the ledger. Numerous possibilities will be unlocked in use cases by the smart contracts, which include cross-chain bridges. That's Codius, by the way, allowing for interaction with new bridging protocols. Oh, really? DeFi protocols, including derivatives. It's all coming. All these cryptos that are cheap right now, that are all for DeFi and shit, they're not going to be cheap. That's why they're cheap. We can buy them right now. Okay. A lot of these DeFi Web3 stuff we go over, that's like 0.002 cents. And yet some of these other ones that are 8 cents or whatever, these are DeFi cryptos, and we're not at DeFi yet. That's what they're doing right now. They're rolling these out, this capability. They're talking about token utilities allowing staking rewards for issued tokens, governance systems in on-chain voting, and proposal mechanisms, gaming being applicable in decentralized game logic and asset management. This week, the XRP surpassed 100 million, with the current ledger count at 100 million. You've got Sentiment reported a surge of 22,000 new XRP wallets in a two-day period, the highest level of growth in 8 months. The XRP ledger's total downtime in 13 years has been a total of 74 minutes. Since the XRP ledger was released, it's only been down twice since 2012. The first time was November of last year. It was down for 10 minutes due to a software bug. And the other time was this year, February 4th. It was down for 64 minutes from a consensus freeze. So these were twice that the XRP ledger didn't work. There you go. Let's check right here. Just looking through these little comments here. All right, next, let's look. Okay, now this is very interesting here. You know it's going to be tough to switch over to crypto because no one's going to know how to do stuff. I think they're going to make it as easy as possible. Let's take a little look right here. The next wave of stablecoin boom may seem invisible, says Transact. Now, Transact, from what I understand, is a Ripple partner. Yeah, let me take a look. Let's see. I gotta have evidence. Hold on a minute. I want to see if Transact is a Ripple partner in any way. Let me read. Transact founder, CEO Sami Start said stablecoin adoption. Now, this is very interesting right here. See how they're getting the stablecoins out there, right? Okay. Once you got stablecoins, you got crypto ready to go right there. Why? Because stablecoins are crypto. So the CEO of Transact, this damn Grok thing is still looking. Like, wow, you're taking a long time for that. Transact founder said stablecoin adoption will feel increasingly invisible as they are folded into consumer applications. Transact CEO is shaping the company's products to be more flexible. Some users, now listen to what we got here. Some users may not know they're using stablecoins in the future. The Tether-backed firm, okay, so it's not a Ripple partner. The Tether-backed firm is leaning into so-called stablecoin sandwich. Most companies want their brand to be front and center when a customer or consumer uses their product. But as an infrastructure provider that specializes in crypto payments, the opposite is true for Transact. Transact co-founder and CEO Sami Start told Decrypt that the company is leaning into modular APIs as a white-labeled offering for established firms that want to augment their existing services with stablecoins. As a result, the Tether-backed firm, which raised $40 million in funding, is betting that the next wave of stablecoin adoption will feel more invisible than how it looks today. Historically, Transact has focused on enabling other applications users to purchase crypto with cash. People know Transact as a buy crypto button inside major wallets and other crypto apps. We're starting to roll out more white label use cases and stablecoin use cases where it's about onboarding and using financial applications. Dollar peg tokens got a boost in legitimacy this year from the passage of the Genius Act. And then you got Citibank, Bank of America, they're expressing interest in this as well. Then you got PayPal and Venmo, and that's the Visa and Ripple Tech doing their thing. I'm just going to cherry pick this article. The guy, the CEO said that the process of stablecoin use could play out in the background for some users who aren't confronted with industry lingo. In some ways, California, here we go, California's DMV recently sunset blockchain-based service using Avalanche, the crypto Avalanche. But it didn't invoke the layer one's name. So it didn't talk about the California's DMV utilized Avalanche for stablecoins, and they didn't mention any names. Okay, that's how people were probably using this and had no idea they're using crypto. That's how it's going to be. Okay. Western Union says here, Western Union became the latest payments giant to express an interest in the tech, stablecoins, when the remittance specialist said it would debut a stablecoin of its own on Solana. So then people are like, oh, they're not using Ripple. They're using, I'm not going over it, but the PayPal, Venmo, we've gone over that so many fucking times. Western Union's right there. They're using Ripple, and that's it. They got probably Solana right on top of the XRP ledger, okay? So Western Union is totally a Ripple partner. Using their tech. They don't have to have anything official. There's non-disclosure agreements. You'll never know. All right. Let me take a look. The next article, we got about 15-ish minutes. Let's see. Crypto battle over the future. Coinbase. This is a good article right there. Okay, so here is, let's go over this one. Here you got CNBC, totally clueless. Now it's time to clown network news right here. I'm going to show you how stupid these people are. They're reporters. They're not investigative reporters. They got dumb shits working at CNBC. I got evidence. This is an evidence-based channel. CNBC, talking about China. Talking about China. The China Connection newsletter. Here's this article titled Rumblings of a Crypto Race. U.S. President Donald Trump said he wants to keep America number one in crypto, framing digital assets as part of the U.S. China tech war. So CNBC is trying to make it sound like we're having a crypto tech war with China and the United States. That is such a load of hot shit. While Beijing restricts virtual assets, Hong Kong has emerged as a hub for crypto investors. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Y'all know where this is going. Let's look right here. Hold on a minute. I got to look up real quick. They talked about Hong Kong. Yep. Okay, so hold on. Let me go back to the article again. So we got China. We're in this war with China with crypto, right? And we're in this war with Hong Kong. Okay. The ultimate tension remains whether the US dollar or the Chinese yuan will be used more in the digital age. Gee, I wonder. I'm scared to death. I'm terrified. This report is from this week's CNBC, the China Connection newsletter, which brings your insights and analysis on what's driving the world's second largest economy. America's AI competition with China is coming for crypto. Bullshit. At least that's what President Trump suggested following his meeting. He met with the Chinese leader. I want to make crypto great for America, Trump said. Whether Trump genuinely views Beijing as a serious threat or not, his remarks come as China sends new signals on its crypto ambitions. Since 2021, China has banned crypto. They don't want their people to get that money. Well, no. They want their people poor. That's just like the Democrats in America. While Hong Kong, a special administration region of China, has remained a managed system that encourages the development of digital assets, because that's where Ripple is, working with Hong Kong and China both. TradeFi meets Hong Kong. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to show you this now. This is for new people. So I want you to see the complete and utter dumb shit that's going on. This is why crypto prices are so cheap, is because you got the news media completely lying about stuff. This is the only I'm the only channel showing all this. These other channels have not a clue at all. Okay, there's the video I just sent you. Go to the 34-second mark. 34-second mark. What are we looking at here, Crypto Hulk? You're looking at the only person on the internet that has the 2013 and 14 Ripple customer list. You guys, this is the channel. But here's part of it. It shows right there, Ripple China. I'm not going to show the whole thing. I've shown it before. Go back and find the other ones. Now go up to the 36-second mark. Go to the 36-second mark. What are we looking at right here? Says what? Ripple China. What's that? Oh, that's the digital yuan. You know, the CNBC article was talking about the Chinese yuan, the crypto version of it. It's right there. They had it since 2013. That's why it's called Ripple China. Okay. Damn, Crypto Hulk. How do you find this shit? Now go to the 43-second mark. Right here we have Ripple dividend, okay? So Ripple was operating as a security, but outside of the United States. That's why it was legal. So anytime you see a dividend, that's a security, okay? So Ripple was acting like a security, but outside of the United States. That's why they couldn't get in trouble for that, because now if they did that in the United States, they'd have to register and all that. So that's why what Ripple is doing all around the world, they couldn't do here because it would be considered a security. Okay, but look at right there, Ripple dividend. Now, that came from the automated market maker. Notice how it shows Ripple Chinese community up there on top. Okay. Let's go right here. Go to the 1-minute section of this video. You'll see right there. I was showing you this years ago before Ripple came out. What we have is this is the XMM. Okay. Ripple, when I showed you guys this, it took Ripple probably a year or two, and they came out with what's called the AMM, the automated market maker. I was showing you what Ripple is doing before they even announced it to the world. Right here, the XMM. That is now the automated market maker. So here's another example of where Crypto Hulk comes out with information before Ripple even does. Okay. So I try to keep you guys informed as best as I can. What do we got here? Monetary funds are organized by issuing IOUs, making profits through market making. Okay. Regularly distributing dividends. Total security. Ripple was operating a security, but outside of the United States, so that's why they couldn't get in trouble. Okay. So just thought I'd show you how Ripple came out, and that's where the XMM, the automated market maker thing, came about. But this is about 3 years ago. I was showing you guys this 3 years ago. So this is all with China. Now look right there. You got Tencent. That's where you got Tenpay. The Chinese companies, Tencent and Alipay, Alibaba, all that shit I was showing you guys. These have been Ripple partners from day one, the Chinese. If you just watch the rest of this little video there, you'll have the evidence that you need. Next, the article is talking about Hong Kong. Brand new people. Let's take a little look here. Hong Kong's also a Ripple partner. There's that video. Go to the 26-second mark. 26-second mark. You'll see Ripple Hong Kong copyright at 2000. I got to get a better one. It's 2013. That one doesn't really show it as good. Let's get a better one. Right there, that's a good one. Here's your, go to the 56-second mark. Let me do a copy and a paste. Go to the 56-second mark. Edge calls upgrade membership to 2024 crypto explosion. It's always good to get the information early as you can. At the 56-second mark, Ripple Hong Kong copyright 2014. There you go. So look, when you watch Crypto Hulk Show, you get news that NBC has no clue about, or they're all a part of this big lie, which they probably are. On Crypto Hulk channel, like I'm showing you right here. Like I don't bother to watch mainstream news at all, because I go, what do? I go out and I investigate and I find the truth and then I give it to you. This is the news. My channel should be your news channel for crypto. There is nobody else in all of crypto showing you Ripple China, Ripple Hong Kong. None of these other channels, these people do not investigate shit. All they do is they share information and copycat each other. It's embarrassing. It's totally fucking embarrassing. Okay, we got that one. I think, what time we got? I think we're going to call it a wrap. We got 3 minutes left. That'll be it. So congratulations with the stock market, commodities market. It might be very possible by Christmas, maybe before New Year, by Christmas. I mean, you'd think the crypto would have to take off in price, right? Like one would think that, but I don't know how they're going to bury these crypto prices. I guess they will. But the news that we just talked about, like, I mean, if these take off, I don't know what which cryptos are going to list, but they're going to probably start with Bitcoin and Ethereum and shit like that, or do spot with maybe all the cryptos. I have no idea. But this could make out very good. If it doesn't raise crypto prices, I will just be like, what? I'll be shocked. I'll be truly shocked. How they can bury the prices. When you open up the crypto to the stock market and shit, and the price doesn't go up, there's something seriously, it's got to be so deep into the government. There's no way this could fucking happen. XRP at 240. XRP needs to be at 20, 30, $100 by Christmas or something. I mean, let's say I don't know. I just can't see how it won't go up. I'll be truly shocked if this crypto does not go up by January by a lot. And it's on the stock market and all the shit. It's still not going up. I call bullshit. Something's seriously wrong. Like they're rigging this really, really bad. So, all right, that'll do it for today. Tomorrow, I'll probably do a PM tomorrow, like a 5 o'clock-ish PM. Yeah, so that'll be it. No AM show in the morning. I'm going to turn this show right now over to the $5 group, and then it's going to go to the public after that.